hope you're excited because today we are going to be taking a look at the new Makeup Revolution concealer and seeing how it compares to Tarte Shape Tape. Hey girl, welcome back to another video. If you're brand new here, my name is Jensine, aka Jungle Naps, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new Makeup Revolution concealers, which are, available at Ulta. Pretty drugstore friendly prices, and we're going to be comparing it to the Tarte Shape Tape, which is about $20-something. I'll put the price, I can't remember it off the top of my head, but I'm really excited because I love comparison videos, and today we have the opportunity to do another one of those together, and I'm hoping that this can be a really good dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape, which everybody loves, but it's not cheap, girl. Also, please take a moment to check and see whether or not you're subscribed. If you're not, please smash that subscribe button. If you like my videos or you like beauty reviews in general, then this is the place for you. Join the family. And with that being said, let's just go ahead and get things started. So here is the Makeup Revolution concealer. It's got a really long name. It is the Conceal and Define Full Coverage Conceal and Contour Concealer. But it does retail for $7 at Ulta, which is awesome. I love that price. And they have a total of 16 shades available. I think the very lightest shade is sold out on the Ulta website right now. But yeah, I think the company Makeup Revolution, they are based out of London. So as far as I know for right now, Ulta is the only place in the States that you can get it. But I think Tam Beauty, which is where I actually ordered these, you can get them if you're in the UK. So just a little heads up on whether or not they're available. I don't know if they're in stores, so yeah, maybe you guys can let me know if you see them in stores. So here's the thing, because you can only get them online as far as right now, I wasn't able to determine an exact shade, so I just bought two. This one right here is the C12, and then this one right here is C13. I think C13 might be better, but I just want to point out there's a really big shade difference between C12 and C13. But you know what? I figured I'd rather be safe than sorry, so I just got two just to compare for you guys, and that way we can swatch them and do a little bit of a comparison. So first of all, the actual applicator when you take it out looks very similar to Shape Tapes, and this is C12. It's definitely more of a like tan creamy color. Very beautiful actually. I don't know, I mean, honestly, it might be a little too light for me once I put my foundation on, but let's go ahead and swatch C13 and see how that looks. Okay, so this is C13. Oh yes, definitely much more my color. I think I could actually combine the two if I wanted more of a lighter highlight that would be more appropriate for my skin tone, but I'm feeling this. Once I put on my foundation, you'll see, I think this one's going to be a lot better for me. I do really love the consistency. I think it's so nice. It's so creamy, and you can tell where it dries, it doesn't accentuate texture. Of course, I've got to try that on my own face, but just from the swatches, I'm loving it. Also, guys, I do want to have a slight note. I noticed that when you take out the actual concealer wand here, you notice that product starts to accrue right on the edge. It's not really a big deal. If you have like a small flat brush, you can take something like this and then just dip it in there and apply it, because if you're like me, I don't like to waste my concealer. I want every last bit that I can actually reach. But just a little heads up on there. Now, as far as the Tarte Shape Tape, the actual shade I have here is Deep. That's the shade that I use, and this is what it looks like on my skin. Really nice, really creamy. I would almost say that the creaminess is very comparable to the Makeup Revolution one. This one might be slightly more creamy, but I think actually taking a look, that C13 and Tarte Shape Tape Deep are going to be a lot more comparable in terms of shades to put on underneath my eyes. Now for my foundation, I'm going to be applying the NARS, let's see, All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. I've been loving it lately. I'm just kind of going to go through that part really quickly because I want the concealer to be the center of this video. I highly suggest that you check out the video review with the 8-hour wear test that I did on it. I think you'd find it very helpful. So for this side of my face, I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution C13, and for this side I'm going to be using Tarte Shape Tape Deep. Now when I compared these two, I actually swatched them. They are like almost identical, with this one being just a slight hint of like pink or reddish more, but honestly guys, you would really have to look very hard and compare the two to see, but I just want to, you know, let you guys know what's up and be very honest when I do notice things. Okay, so going in here, again, this is just a very nice concealing. We're not doing like harsh highlighting today, but look at this. This looks very lovely, and I just want to show you before I blend it out, this one, the Shape Tape right under here. I mean, they're almost identical. Very cool. I'm loving that. So let me go ahead and blend these out and see what the actual coverage looks like, whether both of them are, you know, comparable in coverage and will conceal the dark circles. Wow. Actually, this Makeup Revolution one's really nice. Look how full coverage that is. Oh my goodness. I love that. And it does have like a satin matte finish when you blend it out. I'm still gonna set it because I don't want it to crease on me, but I'm very impressed and I did not need a lot. So now I'm switching to the other side of the Beauty Blender and I'm gonna blend out the Tarte Shape Tape. So I've used this concealer many times, and it never fails. Also, I'm just gonna let you guys know as I'm blending this out, I can already notice that the Tarte Shape Tape is more creamy than the Makeup Revolution one. I mean, but look, Makeup Revolution, Tarte Shape Tape, I think they both look nice. So the creaminess really depends on your own preference. Honestly, I can tell you, like if you have extremely dry under eyes, maybe you might like the Tarte Shape Tape more. But this one, honestly, I kind of like it because if it sets matte, that means it's not gonna like crease on me. And by matte, I don't mean like extremely drying. It just goes on and it kind of like stays in place. That's probably the best way to describe it. So let me go ahead and set it with my Fenty Beauty Invisimatte blotting powder. It's not going to add any color, it's just translucent, so we can keep the same undertones of the color, and you know, we won't be adding any like face powder with pigment to it, you know what I mean? I do have to say, I almost can't even tell which one I like more. They both set really nicely. Gosh, they're like almost identical. For the rest of my face, like my forehead, my nose, my chin, I'm gonna be using the Makeup Revolution one as well, just because I've used Tarte Shape Tape so much. I already know how it wears on my face, so why not let's try this and see how it looks, right? And then I'm going to set that with the same powder as well. Okay, so that is a very subtle highlighting with concealer. It more like just gives me an even base. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup, come back with the full look, let you guys know my thoughts, and then I will definitely be back to just compare and see how this concealer wears out at the end of the day. Okay guys, so my makeup is done, and something that I just kind of wanted to note, this only happens very rarely, but it did happen today while I was doing my makeup. Sometimes when I do use the Tarte Shape Tape and then later on I apply my Fix Plus and setting sprays, sometimes I find that the concealer kind of moves when it's wet, if that makes sense. And then I have to go in with a makeup sponge and just pat it down, and then once it dries it's usually fine, but it is kind of annoying to do that extra step. But I found that happened today with the Tarte Shape Tape, and it didn't happen with the Makeup Revolution. I don't know if that's like a big deal because it doesn't happen very often, but yeah, I do have to say I'm definitely partial to the Makeup Revolution concealer just because it's cheaper. It really is essentially identical to the Shape Tape as far as I can tell, and to me it kind of covers just slightly a little bit more, because I feel like you can see kind of the dark circles here where the Shape Tape was, and the Makeup Revolution is still looking poppin' and fresh. But you know, we'll see how it looks at the end of the day. But let me know what you guys think of what this concealer looks like fresh on the face. I would love to hear your input down in the comments. Hey guys, so I wanted to do an update on my phone so you can see what the concealers look like. So this is the Makeup Revolution side, this is the Tarte Shape Tape side, and I'm really digging it. I have to say that I even like the Makeup Revolution side even more than the Tarte Shape Tape, because I feel like I have slightly more coverage here than here. Here you can kind of see where my dark circles are, you know what I mean? And here it looks more flawless. So after about, gosh, I'd say like 8 to 9 hours of wear, it still looks great. It hasn't creased on me. I'm very, very impressed. For $7, I just can't believe that it even surpasses Shape Tape. I definitely recommend that you guys check it out. If you can order it from Ulta. If not, if you're in the UK, you can check out Tam Beauty. But yeah, you don't want to miss out on this one. So don't forget to check out some of the videos on the screen. If you would like to chill with me, spend some more time, I would love that. And I hope that you guys found today's video useful. I definitely think this is a product worth checking out. I think it's so worth it. And don't forget to subscribe if you aren't, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.